Greetings, back with another one. Now, ever since the launch of the Gears of War E-Day trailer, I've been hyped and been waiting, and I know all of the Gears of War heads out there have been waiting and anticipating, like, when is this thing going to launch, or when are we going to get more footage, possibly gameplay footage and stuff like that, just to see how the game plays and all that stuff. But I got an article here from Gaming right now. I just want to talk about what they were. Let me get this stuff in the frame here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just bootlegging all this stuff, but yeah, it says Gears E-Day should come out the gate swinging on its next display. Well, it's been over 7 months. 7 months, all right, 7 months since Gears E-Day was officially unveiled with an engine trailer in 2024 Xbox Games Showcase live stream event. Since then, there have been little to no announcement of Gears E-Day themed merchandise posts for Xbox Gear Shop, and revealed that John DiMaggio and Colafero will reprise their roles as Marcus and Dom. It's pretty cool. While E-Day hasn't received an official release window, other games first shown at the showcase have already received new announcements, release windows, and gameplay exhibits such as Doom: The Dark Ages. I didn't even know that. I didn't even hear Doom yet, but like I said, I haven't been keeping up on this stuff as much as I should. Other things. But in response to this lack of news, the coalition should strive to pull out all stops for Gears E-Day next moment in the spotlight. And it says, what we know so far about Gears E-Day. Despite the current Gears E-Day news drought, the coalition released a lot of information about the next project immediately after its reveal. In the Xbox Wire article titled Reinventing a Mad World, which I did not see. While Gears E-Day represents the future of the series, creative director Matt Searcy and brand director Nicole Fawcett explained the tone of Gears E-Day and clarify why E-Day is being developed as opposed to Gears 6. That's my question too. But like I said, my theory is a lot of people, their response to Gears 5, a lot of people had like a negative view to it. Because as far as us Gears heads, the old heads, we prefer the original trilogy. So a lot of people, wasn't big on 4 and 5 and stuff like that. I mean, I still like them because it's still Gears. I can still go on and shred and play horde and do all the other fun stuff like I've always did. It was just the story that was different, and the characters and stuff like that. So it took me to get used to. But I think that's my theory. A lot of people kind of like toned out Gears because they didn't. They just don't take to this new generation like they did with the past generation. That's my guess. That's my hypothesis. So I think that TC, they're giving us a little spin-off, a little taste of the old school before they finish off with Gear 6. That's just my theory. But where am I? Oh yeah, Searcy and Fawcett explained that the storyline left at the end of Gears 5 isn't abandoned now. But the coalition was energized to tell the story of Emergence Day since it's the origin of all the major events seen in the Gears franchise. So a lot of people who may not be familiar with Gears or who probably didn't play the Gears games back in the day, this will be, I guess, an introduction to new players who want to stroll down memory lane and learn about the Gears story. So if they play E-Day, maybe they want to go back and play 1, 2, and 3 and all that stuff to see the story fold out that way. I'm not against that. I mean, like I said, the more Gears, the better. I don't care. And it says Gears of War E-Day is set 14 years before Gears of War 1 and about 42 years before Gears 5, when the Locust Horde emerged from Sarah's underground hollow tunnels and first attacked humanity, starting the 17-year-long Locust War. Here, players will play as Phoenix and Santiago, as the two are just beginning to establish their friendship and become accustomed to fighting the grubs. While E-Day is expected to play similarly to Gears of War games of the old, the Locusts will appear more monstrous than ever before, to exacerbate how unprepared the coalition of ordered governments was for the Locust invasion. This is shown in Gears of War E-Day trailer as Phoenix is barely able to take down a common Locust drone with a retro. But that was always the case. I mean, the Locusts are just stronger than the humans anyway. They always were. I mean, just the Berserker alone was bad enough. But yeah, I mean, obviously we're probably going to see new Locust enemy types We might see, I mean, of course, we're gonna see some old, and then we might see the boomers come back. We might see, the wretches and maybe some berserkers and maybe some new locust enemy types, for this one. But like I said, now that we're getting like these Gears spin-off games, that we got Judgment, we got this one. I would love to see Aspio Fields, but like I said, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But where am I? Yeah, I go just rambling and losing train of thought. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Is it how Gears of War E-Day can hit the floor running in 2025? Well, when Gears E-Day missed out on appearing at the Consumer Technology Association trade show on long doomed the Dark Ages, the Coalition still has ample opportunities to show off new details and gameplay to the public throughout 2025. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I want to see. E-Day could potentially appear as a surprise announcement or subject at the upcoming Xbox Developer Direct on January 23rd, and its fellow showcase game, Doom: The Dark Ages, will have a full game revealed during the event. It may appear at the upcoming DICE Awards in the summit in February, but Gears of War E-Day is far from likely to appear again at the 2025 Xbox Game Showcase or the Summer Games Fest in June 2025. Given the Coalition secrecy regarding E-Day, it may want to wait for its 1-year announcement anniversary to blow players away with the revelations. I hope not. Man. I mean, cause like I said, I'm waiting. I'm anticipating. Like this is going to be, and I think I speak for a lot of people regarding, Xbox, exclusives. Because Gears is the only one I can think of right off the top of my head. I don't know if they're still making Halo games, but Xbox, unlike Sony, they don't have a lot of exclusives. And a lot of the platforms these days, they share IPs and stuff like that. But Gears is the only exclusive that I can think of right up the top of the dome that Xbox still holds. So I don't. So for them to wait, another year, I don't know. I would hope that we would get it. I mean, at least the summer, because if we get the announcement during the summer, then it might come out in the fall or in the winter this year. But we'll see. Gears E-Day does not appear at the 2025 showcase or similar gaming event. The Coalition should kick things off with a gameplay trailer. Exactly. E-Day's announced trailer was made in engine, but it probably isn't reflective of the E-Day's proper gameplay. Obviously not. That's the one thing about Gears trailers. They're never really a great representation to the gameplay because they're always like cinematic and stuff like that. Since the Coalition has hyped up the Locust's new nightmarish presence in E-Day, a gameplay demo could depict Phoenix and Santiago running through a Saren city as emergence holes begin to appear everywhere, swallowing crowds of people and unleashing rampaging hordes of Locust troops. In terms of direct combat, this demo could have Phoenix attempt to stab a drone with the Retro Lancer only for it to bounce off the skin, showcasing how ill prepared the cog is and the necessity of the chainsaw bayonet. So, following the Gears E-Day gameplay demo, the Coalition could announce a release window for the game for either late 2025 or sometime in 2026, based on how Gears 4 and Gears 5 both came out roughly 1 year after their initial announcement in 2015 and 2018. The Coalition could further announce a public beta for E-Day PvP multiplayer and PvE Horde mode to entice new and returning players for after the 6 years since Gears 5 release. If Gears E-Day does not turn out to be releasing in 2025, the Coalition could unveil a limited E-Day edition on the Xbox Series X model, since every other mainline Gears game had a special Xbox console made for its release since Gears 3. Now I don't remember the 4. I remember the 5 bundle, but I don't remember the 4 bundle. But like I said, I'm sure they had. I do remember the Gears of War 3 release bundle. It was the blood red console with the blood red controllers and the affected Omen, print on it. It was really cool. I never got one. I wish I did just to have it. But yeah, man, I think that this launch should be it should be something special. Like I think that Microsoft should go all out with this one. Have a bundle and a special console and stuff like that whenever they decide to release it. But yeah, man, for all of us Gears heads, man, I can't be to say I'm not the only one that's anticipating. I'm waiting. I'm really waiting for this one. But yeah, man, like I said, the number one thing that I'm worried about, I just want to know what are they going to be taking away, because that's kind of like has been a consecutive practice with the Gears games. It's something that you like in the previous games, and then they take it away for the next installment. So because this is E-Day and they're going back 14 years before the first game, we might have a limited of weaponry, maybe movement and stuff like that. Like it's probably going to be a lot more horror based, kind of like how the first game was. If you go from Gears 1 and Gears 2, it's really different in terms of just the horror aspect of it. I mean, it was very very confined, what I'm saying, very close quarter space. I mean, Gears has always been close quarter, just the way he fights anyway. But the second game was kind of more spread out, just based on how the campaign was alone. So yeah, they might go back to like how when you first saw the Berserker and you had to deal with the Krill and everything was at night and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I mean, like I said, the more Gears the better. So I'm waiting on it. I'm definitely waiting on this, and I can't wait. Hopefully we can get it sooner than expected. Hopefully, we can get some type of footage seen, this month or maybe next month, and then probably during the summer they will, we can get the official release date, and then possibly it can come out, in the fall or in the winter. Only time will tell. We'll just have to wait, So we'll get it eventually. But yeah, man, another one for the archives. 31 cents at it. It's your brother Quiz Bleak signing out. Until next time, you guys. Os.